bivariate. Yeah. So what two variables do you want us to use? Is cache df and df. This one was 0. So let's do it again. Yeah. Okay, and we go to our coherence plot. We need them to be the same. Okay, so let's note this plot. So now that we have done this, we need to go and hold the COVID constant and see if there's a difference. If there's a difference, then the difference was coming from the COVID. So let's go and do partial. Okay. So this code is a little bit funny, but I'll explain. So we already have the data anyway. So I hope I have installed. Yes, so we load our library. So here I call it XT. Then check everything is okay. This one really doesn't matter. So I want a length of X. So that will be the number of data points, basically. And I can use it for any number of variables. So I just chose 10. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so here I just want the length of the data, which I will use later. So I do that. That should be, I didn't even check the dimensions of this. Dimension of XT as well. 325. So the length is going to go through 1 all the way to 325. Okay, so if I use them, it will not give me, but so the length doesn't give you dimension. So, but I'll use that one to do the work. Okay. So now that I have the length, so I want to bind the length to each of the variables that I want to use. Okay. Each of the variables that I want to use. So the length of 1 to 325 with the Kenyan shilling and with the ZAR. So let's get those two. Then here we need a number of iterations. So about, depending on how your piece is, the more the better if you're iterating. Okay, so we can do the original coherence here. Now, this method also does the bivariate. So you can choose to present the bivariate here or there. I would prefer to present it from the other side, but there's really no difference between them. So we are doing X and cache and ZAR. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. So let's see for a moment. This one is just an upside down. So there's a little bit of difference between the two. This is still bivariate, but we are using that different method. So obviously there will be some small difference between them. Okay. So let's leave this one. Just a moment, you can add grid lines to them. It doesn't matter. It depends if you need it or not. Most papers do anyway. Okay. So let's save this one. Let's save this one and we'll go and compare. Okay, so this is what I was telling you. Look at the time axis. It is not giving you dates. It is not giving you date. It's supposed to give you dates, but the package doesn't do that. So what we do is put manual dates to it. And this is how that one is done. It's a bit funny, but if we want the dates, we will do that. So our data is from where? 2020 to 2022. Let's look at it. So we are going to check all the number of points in 2020. Okay, so I got how many? I got 137. Okay, check 2021. 2021 starts from where? Here. There should be a quicker way to do this. I haven't had time to look at it, so let's do the manual for now. 2021. Okay, so that one is 151. And lastly, 2022 is what? So when we come here, when we come to the code, we are going to pass the number of data points against the years. Okay. So here we have 137. We have only 3 years. 137. We have 151. And then we have just 37. So the years we have 2020, 2021, and 2022. Yeah. So while the plot is still open, we run these lines and we'll get our dates. They will be at the top anyway, it doesn't matter. So you see what's happening? Do you see the dates?
Yeah.
Yes, it's up there.
Yeah. But I don't like this. I don't like how it looks like. Yeah. And it's got the data is also the balance. The data is not balanced. You see, we have 1, 3, 7, 1, 5, and then 37. It's not able to divide the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, never mind. I'll find a way to do this, make this work automatically. But that's how we use it. And it works fine because usually the data is a bit, if you look at this code, for example, see the dates are similar. Okay, so having done that, so this is the bivariate from the bi package. We can also do it from the wavelet package from the other one. Okay, so now let's go and do the partial. Let me look at the name that was given to XT discovery.df. So here, this is where we create the last variable. So SV500 will be COVID.df. Okay. So let me actually use XYZ. No. Let me change these ones to make them more intuitive. So get, what variable do I use? Whatever I use it. Length. Let me use length just to represent length. And I'll use X here. I'll use Y here, and I'll use Z here. Are we good with those?
Yeah.
So len. Okay. So we have all 3. So here we're going to have X, Y, Z. Next. Okay. So when you look at the code here, the first two will be the main variables always, and the third variable will be the one you want to hold constant. So you have to be clear on that one. So what we have done, we can forget about this. Here, we don't need it. We have done our partial, don't need it. So when we come here, we just need to plot X, Y, Z. So we can put COVID-19 here, COVID-19. Okay. Are we good to plot? Okay, ZA and COVID-19. See the difference? Let me correct this one. Just the scale is coming in, but that's fine. The plot?
Yeah, you don't see the arrows.
Yes, that's the difference. So what we are saying, this is what we are saying. Let's place the original one side by side. If you look at this plot, and that one, so this is the one on the right is where we are holding COVID-19 constant. And this one where we are not holding COVID-19 constant. So what can you see? What can you tell? Realize that all the coherences and the lead lags between the Kenyan shilling and what?
So
South African rand is influenced by the COVID-19. Without the COVID-19, there isn't any relationship between them. I mean, there is. You see the heats here. They are, but you don't see coherences. Yeah. So the correlations are high in those areas. Only that lead lags are not obvious. Okay.
So
we can look at.
It's possible you could have a situation where there will be lead lags, but the pointers will be different.
Exactly. Yes, it's possible. It happens. So what we can do is to try with different other variables and see. Let me see. Let's look at our paper, see how the changes were. It's possible the relationships change totally. Because look at this one. You see that the relationships are totally different. See, these coherences vanish, and they have a different one here. It was a little here, but it's insignificant, and it became even more, but still insignificant. So realize that there's more coherences here lead lags than when we held. Where's the okay, this is different ones. Let me look at the partial. These are the partials. Okay. BTC and so BTC held constant for VIX. Okay. So look at this here. The relationship has been suppressed totally. So if there was contagion here, for this relationship, I can deduce contagion from it. You can now tell that the contagion was caused by this is cryptocurrency volatility index. But that was what was causing it. The same one here. So the currencies can change. Let's try with different variables. Maybe some variables that you expect some different. Do you have any variables that you want us to check with?
You can try the SP500.
between the two.
Then the USD euro.
Okay, so SP500. USD, how have you named it? Let me clear this one.
USD UER. Look, so you are holding the SP500 constant.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me get the names right.
USD euro, USD UER.
USD EUR. And you said you want to euro. What again?
So USD UER, that's one variable.
Next one. Which one?
Let's use the USD GBP.
Yeah. So let's go do the same for so this is it. Just change the names. Okay, so let me show you, let me edit this thing for you so that we get the bar out here. It should be from the from the margins. And the margins are 2. Okay. So you see that it's moving away a bit. So let me make it smaller. Come on. Okay. So it's just manipulation. You can take time and go through that in a moment. Anyway, later we can modify them. Okay, so this is the relationship. Let's try let me copy it somewhere. And let's do let's do the partial. Same. But the coherences and the lead lags are gone. So for one thing, we know the COVID had an impact. If it didn't, then they will be the same.
I think this one we use the SP500 as the.
Yeah. Sorry. Use the SP500. Sure. The SP500. So the SP500 impacts the relationship between the two. Let's see what the COVID will do. Let's see what the COVID will do. Same. Yeah. So that's basically about the partial.